Okay.
Yeah.
Special type of pines that grew in southern Scandinavia, amber pines. And still will actually see the holy place of Vilnius, the gates of dawn, and from there then we'll go to Belmontes, to the restaurant to enjoy our lunch there. So now we are crossing the main street of Vilnius, the Gediminas Avenue, so it expands for several kilometers. It starts on the right from the cathedral and finishes with the parliament. So tomorrow we're going to Trakai, the former capital of Lithuania. I will pass by the parliament. I will tell you the way Lithuania left the Soviet Union. So in the Soviet Union there were 15 Soviet republics. Lithuania was the first to leave it in 1990s, March 11th. And actually it was not so easy to do that because the Soviets tried to reoccupy Lithuania again. So it took 1.5 years to fight armless against the Soviet tanks. And now we are reaching the Neris River. There's St. Raphael's Church on the left, and by the way, here in Lithuania you will feel very big influence of Italian culture. Estonia and Latvia received the most Estonia and Latvia received the most of the cultural influence from Germany because the present-day Estonians and the Latvians, they were conquered by the Teutonic Knights, at the very beginning of the 13th century, and these were mostly the Germans, and the German culture left very big impact on their culture. Lithuania is they are Protestants, Lutherans mostly, and Lithuania is predominantly a Catholic country, so 80% of the population are Roman Catholics, 5% Russian Orthodox. And in the past, quite a lot of noble families lived. They were rich enough to build beautiful buildings, churches, and to decorate them, inviting Italian architects and sculptors. Now we are crossing the Green Bridge, the oldest bridge, and still you can see the Soviet statues on the bridge. The last time it was destroyed during the Second World War. The Soviets reconstructed it, and they decided to leave the Soviet monuments. So there was a big discussion when Lithuania regained its independence whether to leave them or not, but very many people wanted to see them removed, but other people said that, look, almost 50 years of the Soviet occupation, this is a part of the Lithuanian history, so we should leave at least one place to remind of these times. So the Neris River, this is the second river of Lithuania, and it's quite interesting to go along it, and possible to find quite a lot of human settlements coming from the Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age, and quite a lot of young people, they like to go by kayaks when the weather is nice. And now you can see the symbol of Vilnius, the Gediminas Castle. It's on a natural mound. In the past, the Vikings were attacking Lithuania. That was in the 8th, 9th centuries. They wanted to conquer us, but they didn't succeed. And later, in the 13th, 14th century, the Teutonic Knights were very active here, and they wanted to conquer Lithuania, but we were lucky to form a state at the very beginning of the 13th century, and for 200 years we started fighting against them. So 3 castles were built in Vilnius. The so-called Upper Castle in the past, now we call it to be the Gediminas Castle. The Crooked Castle was standing on the adjacent hill on the left, and the lower castles. 8 times the Crusaders reached Vilnius. They were lucky to burn the whole wooden Vilnius that was on the left, the mountain. Now you see this is a very big park, and the dukes decided not to reconstruct the wooden Vilnius, and Vilnius started developing to the right, the place where it is now. So actually now in this park we have a huge stage, and what is so nice about the 3 Baltic countries, we arrange very nice folk song and dance festivals every 4th year, just on different dates. And Vilnius is a very green city. About 46% of Vilnius is covered by greenery. So particularly in summer, Vilnius looks very nice, and the whole of Lithuania is a very green country, so like island. And here we have quite a lot of water, and in Lithuania we have more than 4,000 lakes, 850 rivers that are longer than 10 kilometers, and still the Baltic seashore on western part of Lithuania. So expanding for 70 miles. And ladies and gentlemen, now on the right you can see, well, St. Peter and St. Paul's Church. So we'll stop there and go and have a look. So it is Catholic, Baroque. It was built in the middle of the 17th century. And by Commander-in-Chief Nicholas Pacas. So, and straight you will see a very different architecture that comes from the Soviet times. The Soviets didn't allow the local people in very many cities, towns, to build private houses. They started threatening that they would nationalize them. So they started building quite a lot of particularly concrete block houses. So that sort of architecture we call to be Stalin's Gothic. So, ladies and gentlemen, the old town will be on the right. We are crossing the bridge, and then there is river, and on the left there's St. Peter and St. Paul's Church. Commander-in-Chief Nicholas Pacas, he was unmarried, very devout, and he decided to invite Italian architects, Zaora, Frediani, Italian sculptors, Perti and Gale, and the frescoes were made by Michelangelo Ballone. So it took 8 years to build the church and another 40 years to decorate it. So the interior is really very ornate. It has more than 2,000 statues and ornaments. So the stucco moldings were very popular in northern Italy, from where the sculptors Perti and Gale came, and they decided to use the same material here. So stucco, this is plaster, marble dust and glue. The peculiarity of it, it hardened in 12 hours time, so the sculptors had to be very professional to finish any ornament, any statue in 12 hours time, and they had to be perfect. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is possible to take pictures even with a flash there inside, but well, the ladies ask for little donation if you can afford doing it. So now you're welcome, well, to get off and go and have a look. country, but the Soviets were active. So that's why we didn't want to come here to do this. And the left side I wanted is dedicated to Mary International. This one is picture was included for one of the popes of Vatican in the 17th century Bishop of Rome. And he decided to make this picture for the city. And you can see two columns with two windows. One is holding the sun, the symbol of freedom. Another is holding the
It's the height.
The cathedral was closed, but St. Peter and St. Paul's Church was acting like a cathedral, had the rights of the cathedral. The British the cathedral, I will show it to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is the International Day of, actually teachers. And if there are any, teachers in the group, so my congratulations. And usually the school children showing up at schools with flowers. And there's a very famous art school on the left, Cherlonis Art School, and very gifted school children are welcome to come to this art school and learn arts. So the gifted school children are supported by the state, and their parents don't pay a penny. In general, the school children learn for 12 years. 10 years is compulsory, and very big point is made on foreign languages. This is the must. In Lithuania, school children have to learn 2 foreign languages. They have a big choice: English, German, French, Spanish, or Russian. So English is the most popular at present. And Ladies and gentlemen, now we are coming to the confluence of the two rivers in Vilnius. The Vilna River, which is on the left, is falling into the Neris River on the right. And here, well, we'll stop and actually we'll go to have a look at the Gediminas Castle, and we'll see the panoramic view of Vilnius from there. Okay, so well, we are getting off here, and we'll be back in about half an hour or 40 minutes. It depends. And actually, there are WC in the castle, so possible to use it. Okay.
We'll be back, yes.
You're looking up, you're looking up.
There we go.
Thanks, Andy. You're trying to crack in on the tour anyway. Yeah, but the scenery up here now just fabulous. I know you'd be saying to yourself, oh God,
Same as does gated tours here during the summer.
yeah.
He's taking yours here, these dreams of days. God bless his souls.
And I love the right, the flowers done into the edge of the bank of the river there too, as well. Just class, absolutely class. What is it, 3 million in the country completely altogether of population?
Yeah.
Of course, the autumn's when it's really set in hills.
De var i That's yours. Atsiprašau, jūs galite filmuoti? Tuoj aš paklausiu.
Estonia and Latvia and even Finland, they were elected to form the states just after the First World War in 1918, when Lithuania regained its independence. Straight there's a big library that has 5 million books, and it's dedicated to the Academy of Sciences. So now we're reaching the old town, and on the left you will see the cathedral. And also the bell tower that belongs to the cathedral. The first cathedral was built by King Mindaugas. He needed the place for the coronation, and later it was destroyed in the 15th century. A new cathedral was built. It had 8 reconstructions, and now it looks classical. Possible to see 3 saints at the very top: Saint Helen in the center, Saint Stanislas on the left, and Saint Casimir on the right. So, well, unfortunately, this cathedral, was closed during the Soviet times, And at the beginning, the Soviet authorities had plans to turn it into the workshops for repairing tractors. Then they decided that was too big demoralization. They changed their minds and they turned it into the picture gallery. So we were coming during the Soviet times to listen to the organ music and also to look at the different pictures that were hanging on the walls. So still good, ladies and gentlemen, so here we'll get off, we'll get on the bus by St. Anne's Church, so we'll go for a walk here, okay? So very slowly, and we'll go to have a look at the Presidency and Vilnius University, so actually Romas will take us a little bit closer. So there are two hotels, Amberton on the right and Kempinski Hotel is in the former, actually Telegraph building. So it reopened just a few weeks ago. So the Cathedral Square looked very different in the past. We had quite a lot of the fortifications, the tribunal, the Bishop Palace, but very many, even the defense wall, it's marked in red in the square, and very many buildings were destroyed during different wars in the past. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll get off again and get off the bus in a different place. So I tried to take you by bus wherever it is possible. Good. And red symbolizing bloodshed. So this so that was the residence of the Russian Tsar. And the Russian Tsar, Alexander, he liked to continue staying in this he reached Moscow actually in France, and the I will take you to the Literature Street, and quite a lot of artists lived from the 17th century there. And then, well, we'll go to have a look at Augustus Republic, where young artists live and they have their workshops. Okay? Good. Okay. They make these dedications, and actually every dedication has a number. And if you are, you do want to find out the exact first or last name of that artist. So there's the full list here. Possible to come up and check about the exact, first or last name. So the young artists from the Republic can make it very nice surprises here. So almost every year. Well, a few years ago they made quite a lot of angels. They were on the roofs, on the benches, in the corners, about 200 of them. Places all over. So now
What tattoo, William? Oh, that's me.
It is. I'll be up tonight to get the other piece.
So now the reconstruction work is going on, and still we try to renovate what was damaged by the soil. So the young artists from the Republic, they started knitting the
There'll come a time, Brian, when you'll have a venue published out of wonderful exotic. I know you will. You'll do it. You'll have a venue. It's there.
and actually bringing good news to Užupis citizens. And it's very popular to come here on the Fool's Day and actually to participate in the celebrations of the young artists that actually arrange here. So we like what they are doing here in actually Užupis Republic, and almost every year they bring very nice surprises here, making nice angels, for example, and knitting the trees, knitting the sweaters for the trees. Even the young mayor is living here, so actually it's on, his apartment is on the left. And still quite a lot of houses were reconstructed, renovated here, but some more need some reconstruction work. So I think that we will come again here, actually, because tomorrow we'll have nice dinner at Užupis Republic in one of the restaurants of Užupis Republic. So it's called Torres. It will be on the left. So this residential area is very close to Vilnius, Old Town, but actually we could say that this is still the Old Town of Old Town of Vilnius. And here, in this area was known already from the 15th century, and mostly, poor people lived here. But later, particularly when Lithuania regained its independence, so the apartments were not very expensive, and quite a lot of artists started buying the apartments right here. So they were really very lucky to do that, because now the apartments in the Old Town cost quite big money. And to live in the Old Town of Vilnius, Old Town, so actually it costs big money.
How much?
So very many young families that have little children, they prefer to buy the apartments further from Vilnius Old Town. They are a little bit more cheaper. So, and still, since the people lived here from the old times, so there's the old cemetery that has the name the Bernardin Cemetery. So that cemetery will be very soon on the right. So at the beginning, the people were even buried in very many Catholic churches, but particularly the nobility, and so the Bernardin Church, the Bernardin Cemetery will be a little bit further from the street. And later the people were buried around the Catholic churches, but later, the priest decided that quite a lot of place was needed, and they started opening the special areas, special cemeteries for the Catholic people to be buried. But still we have this. So still we have some cemeteries that actually, like Vilnius was an international city. We can see different communities of people lived there. So even the German or the Jewish and the Russian Orthodox people were buried together with Catholic. So, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're turning to the right. This place is called Belmontes. It comes from the French word beautiful hill. And we'll go for lunch because you must be hungry already. So, well, actually, this place is quite nice. You will find, an old watermill. And I think we'll have a possibility to try some of the Lithuanian dishes. So, well, actually, here in Lithuania, we like to eat different sorts of meat, also different sorts of fish, but we grow the variety of different vegetables, and particularly, potatoes are very popular, like in Ireland. So, we make nice dishes from potatoes. Mostly we like to grate potatoes and making zeppelins. They have the shape of the zeppelin. Then also making potato pies, potato pancakes, even potato sausages. So well possible to try here in Lithuania. And then beer is very popular. We have about 500 beer breweries in Lithuania. Mostly they are northern part of Lithuania, and the Lithuanian beer is really very good. The best sort of beer we have, it's called Švyturys. So possible to try. Also, honey is very popular here. So beekeeping was very popular from the old times, so honey is really very popular. We make a very nice alcoholic drink, mead. So, quite a lot of honey is needed. So, even the dukes used to drink quite a lot of mead in the past from the horns.
Look at the greenery here, Brian, isn't there? Yeah. It's all green. Grassland. It's all green. Trees. Well, this is such a locust tree. Yeah. Oh, it's a fortune.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here.
There we go. The flowery balls.
Looks healthy.
Oh.